buying an iced tea at a convenience store and I feel uncomfortable with that, that's not a productive, like, yeah, I shouldn't feel uncomfortable. But if I'm flipping a coin with a goddamn promoter at a Orlando parking lot over $100 guarantee, yeah, I should feel uncomfortable about that. That's friggin' genius, Jeff.
Yeah, kind of. Like it kind of works itself out. And when I'm at home, like I feel more like when I'm at home that I can't kind of figure it out. You know what I mean? Because everybody's in pretty much low anxiety situations, and I'm always high anxiety.
Tim, this whole train of thought, you're turning Jeff into Two-Face. This is how he's going to be like, yeah, I'll just bring the coin all the time. I'll let the coin decide.
Tom, I want to make it very clear that at this point in my career, I always bring a weighted coin.
I thought you were going to say at this point in my career, I am not Two-Face. But I might become Two-Face if an accident happens with acid.
You know?
Tim, do you want to solve a problem with Jeff while he's here?
Yeah, let's solve a problem.
Sorry. Did I answer your questions?
Yeah, it's fine. That's not what the show's about. Hello and welcome to Tim and Tom Solve Your Problems. I'm Tim.
I'm Tom.
And today we're going to solve...
I'm Jeff. Thanks for giving me space to answer.
All right. Tom?
Yeah.
Are we still friends?
This one comes to us from a listener, a man named...
Okay.
He writes... Oh, fuck. You're editing this week, Tom?
Oh, God. Now I got to bleep that guy's name out. All right. Let's say his name.
He said his name was Brian, right?
Oh, shut up, guys. This week, we have a problem coming from a man named Tony.
Okay.
It's not his real name.
Okay.
He writes, Hey, Tim and Tom. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name. Good. Because we're not.
Yeah, we would. You would.
One-
It's a guy named Tony. That's all we ever knew his name was.
One step ahead of you, Tone.
Been listening to the podcast for about 6 months now. It gets me through long train journeys back from university/work where I'm unable to sit down because it's so busy. I like when people call train trips journeys in other
It's the UK, man.
Yeah.
Journeys University. Yo, anybody out there in the UK, your shit's tight. It's good.
Oh,
Pandering.
yeah.
No!
Look, he's got to sell
Come
records
see
in
me
all
on
markets.
tour eventually.
I just stand there with a smile on my face like a total creep. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Tony.
Wait, what was this question?
Yeah.
I'm getting to it.
Oh,
He was
okay.
just. This was the preamble.
Tom thought you said thanks, Tony.
Yeah. It was like-
All right, he writes. Tony writes.
Good thing you were here, Jeff.
I have a slight problem. I met the most beautiful girl when I was studying abroad.
Hubba hubba.
We had something of a
Yeah, well,
whirlwind.
if you're studying abroad, of course you're going to
All right,
meet a
Tom,
beautiful girl.
This is kind of a long email, and we have to get out of here.
Hey, Tim, real quick. You got to
Yes,
be on
Jeff.
Back to the Island this
Yeah,
year?
we should do some Back to the Island episodes. Absolutely. An award-winning podcast.
USA Today's number one.
Tony continues, we had something of a whirlwind romance, and after I finished studying, I decided to move to her home country to be with her. Stop. Guys, we're not even to the problem.
All
yet.
right.
Look, if
I
we can't judge, what's the point of this?
I stayed there for a year while she finished her degrees. Afterwards, the two of us moved back to my hometown for 6 months while I started my postgraduate studies. That was a lot of time and like a lot of school or
Honestly,
something.
at this point, it sounds like things went well.
Yeah, so far. She's moving back in just under 2 months to start a new job, and I will probably follow her as soon as I can. I want to express to her that I'm serious about us being together. She keeps hinting at engagement/marriage, but I'm not sure I believe in it. Part of me finds it very embarrassing, the thought of getting engaged at such a young age. I'm 25. If I see someone getting engaged or married at such a young age, I always consider them foolhardy. Moreover, marriage in general just doesn't appeal to me. I have never and I will never be religious, Other than having a day of gifts and attention, I can't see the point. I know it would make her happy, but it feels like it would conflict something deep inside me. Also, I'm a realist, and I know things could go wrong at any point, and we could go downhill. People change. What should I do? I'd be interested to know your take on it. Your advice each week tends to be generally pretty sound. Yours faithfully, Tony.
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 I have strong opinions, but I want to hear what you guys have to say first.
I was going to say, I thought when he was saying he's not religious, but he likes a day of gifts and attention.
That's just your birthday. Just do that.
Yeah,
just keep
just
the
have a
birthday.
birthday.
That's not a
Yeah,
religion.
it's not a religious thing.
Hey, dumb fuck, cancel Christmas. Sorry.
Well, I'll say this much. 25 is a little young, but it's not like crazy young. It's not 18.
Yeah, you're not
Sorry.
that young,
You're not
Tony.
that young.
Yeah. You're in your mid-20s.
And here's the other thing. Like, as much as you don't care about marriage, you're going to be less and less, like, excited about being like, well, at any time I could go play the field. Because guess what? You're not going to be able to do that.
It did kind of seem like the end of it, he was talking about, like, I'm not sure what else is out there, huh?
Yeah, right? And it's fine if that's the way you are.
Yeah,
and if
totally.
That's
No
your thing.
judgment.
But don't steep it in this, like, well, it's about institutions and being punk rock. No, you want punk rock? You talk to my friend Jeff Rosenstock.
I'm dang married.
And he's dang married.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you can't think about it about the church. You can't think about any of that stuff. Just like, do you feel like this is your teammate? Do you feel like this is your partner? Do you feel like this is the person who you just like enjoy being around and want to do stuff with? Do you feel like when you're not doing stuff with them, it's dumb? It's pointless? Like, you've moved from place to place. It seems like you're basically married anyway. So it's just kind of, if she wants to get married and you feel like it's going to be good for you as a team and you feel like, you know, it's just kind of like saying like, hey, I'm in. Like, I'm in to like fight through problems and I don't care. And like, we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? I don't think it has anything to do with the church. I feel like thinking about your other options out there. It's just like, if you're thinking about your other options out there, then break up and go find your other options out there.
Yeah, because it's gonna be easier now to find those other options.
Yeah, like
than when
what?
you're
Like what are you
older
waiting
and have
for?
less to offer unless you get
Yeah,
rich,
but-
Tony.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, what if this guy, Tony, what if he's planning on becoming a magnate?
What does that mean? I truly don't understand what that means.
Just like a very rich man who can attract metal
Like my Uncle
with his
Rupert.
mind.
Yeah, but love has nothing to do with metal.
Well, that's not a very punk thing to think at all.
Yeah, it's true. Jeff.
Sorry, I'm a nerd.
So
Fuck nerd.
famous sportsman Jeff Rosenstock says you should find your team.
Famous poser.
No, I mean, I don't know. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. It's just like,
Well,
No, I think that's great advice.
Well, I think I mean, I've been married a few times, but my thing is
Every time to my ex-wife, by the way.
not every time, just most of the times to Tim's ex-wives. If you're like, oh, it's stupid or whatever, then be like, oh, then I don't give a shit. Then just do it.
Yeah. That's my thing. Like,
yeah,
if you this,
bad reason to not get married kind of thing.
Well, this also goes for like religious stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like in general, when people are like, "Oh, this is stupid," like my mom or my grandma wants me to go to church on Christmas, but I think it's stupid, so I'm not going to go. It's like, you think it's stupid? Just go there so your mom or grandma doesn't cry.
Yeah, do something that'll make someone else happy.
Yeah,
and
if
honestly,
it's important to
if
them
you-
and you don't give a shit, just fucking do it.
and that seems that probably if he's listening right now, he's like, whoa, but this is a lifelong commitment. But like, dude, straight up, like you've lived in each other's in what, like cities, countries, like
Countries.
you've traveled in countries. Yeah, you've lived in each other countries at this point. Like you've kind of, if you're still together, like you've done the hardest thing possible.
Oh, absolutely.
And you've both like been a part of each other's worlds. So it's like if that lasted, just like, I don't know. I know it's scary, but just do it.
And guess what? You have your built-in wedding party right here.
Yeah.
I'm not going. I already have something. I'm sorry.
Jeff's busy, but Tom will be there. I'm busy too.
Yeah,
Jeff,
Tim,
me and Jeff have a college reunion.
Yeah, college reunion.
But I'd be happy to be the best man. No, I'm the ring bearer. The grown ring bearer.
Did I tell you about how at my brother's wedding I did the best bit of pretending like I didn't have the rings? And
Tim, why were you the ring bearer at your adult brother's weddings in which you were also an adult?
Well, of course my brother was an adult.
Thing.
If my brother was a child groom, that would be weird.
Fair.
You don't hear about child grooms that often.
He was a very handsome boy.
You know, it's this blame stream media. You never hear about child grooms.
But no, like the ring bearer brought it up. It was actually, I think, tied to a dog.
The ring bearer?
the ring bearer was tied to a dog. No, the ring bearer was a dog.
There was a bear too?
This was
almost
my exact situation at my brother's.
Oh,
this wedding sounds like a goddamn 3-ring circus.
And then the rings got into my possession, and then I had to give them the rings. And I did like a Duff McKagan. Is that who it was in the November Rain video? That who didn't have it?
Yeah.
So I did one of those, and fully, I would say 30% of the audience, is that what you call it at a wedding, was on board with my bit.
That's not enough.
70, including both the bride and the groom, not on board with the bit. But the ferocity with which the 30% was on my side.
Yeah.
I got some audible laughs during the ceremony, and how often does that happen?
You had some big Duff fans there.
Yeah.
You pulled a Duff. Meanwhile, I pulled a Slash and went outside and ripped a solo. He was like, wait, is he leaving? It's not over yet.
Yeah.
He's just out there ripping a solo.
All right.
So there's your advice.
Was that a good answer?
I think it was. That was the most serious answer we've ever given on one of these things.
Because last time I gave a very bad answer.
It was very glib.
And that's why you hadn't been on.
I mean, my answer is also kind of glib, which is that if this is even a question for you, dude, assess your situation.
I'm gonna do the quick wrap up thing, then we can talk for a minute.
Jeff, he was telling
do
you
you wrap it up before the podcast ends?
He was telling you
up.
to just take a seat for a minute.
Just take a seat.
Oh,
'Cause I got some business. If you like the show, you can go to tcgt.com to check out more. If you like the show, you can go to tcgt.com to check out more. You can follow us on Twitter at Complete Guide. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Complete Guide. Follow me on Twitter at Complete Guide, at Tom Reynolds, and on Instagram at Tom Reynolds.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your pal Tim. You can follow Jeff.
Follow them.
I was going to get to Jeff.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
If you want to support the show, tcgt.com/Amazon. Do your Amazon shopping through there, especially all the holiday shopping. Give us a little bit, for goodness sake.
Brings you to the same Amazon you know and love. We get a little bit of kickback with no cost to you.
Can I ask you a true question?
No.
Because I kind of spaced out. This is about the Amazon thing. This is good for you.
Yeah.
I put in guide when I'm shopping on Amazon. You guys just get 10%.
You just go to tcgt.com/Amazon.
TCGTE.com.
.com. /Amazon.
/Amazon.
Brings you to the Amazon that you know and love, Jeff.
Okay, cool.
Or you can support the show by going to tcgt.com/pledge, where you can join our Patreon and get a bunch of free stuff, such as a weekly episode of The News starring Tim and Tom.
No.
Yeah, it's true, Jeff.
Oh, my God.
Jeff,
How long have you had that podcast?
a few weeks.
That sounds awesome.
Jeff, where can people find you online?
Just look up Jeff Rosenstock. You'll find me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram.
I can't find your tour dates anytime that
If you go to jeffrosenstock.com, you will find the tour dates.
Okay.
So
I put it away. I'm sorry.
and where can people check out Worry?
Spotify, iTunes.
Listen to it.
Go to quoteunquoterecords.com and you can download it for free amongst 90-ish other records that you could download for free and donate if you like it.
Including Laura Stevenson's new live record, where all the proceeds go to Planned Parenthood.
Yeah. Laura's the best. She rules.
Is that a full-length record?
Which one?
Laura Stevenson's?
It's 1 minute live show. It's
1 minute
pretty
live
pathetic.
show?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Then, yeah.
We
so it's a
condensed
scam.
it down.
It's a big scam.
It's a big scam, but Planned Parenthood will get some. No, it's a full live record. It's like an hour long. It's awesome.
Wow.
They're great. Their band shreds.